What are the risks of using AI in our immigration system? AI is not a neutral tool. It is an instrument of power. In the hands of a hostile administration, it becomes the perfect gatekeeper, masking mass rejection as efficiency, erasing the vulnerable under the guise of data-driven objectivity. This is not a distant threat. It is an imminent reality. Automation, sold as streamlining, functions instead as quiet exclusion. AI systems designed to triage applications flag complexity as failure. A missing document, an unusual travel history, or an application from a war zone triggers suspicion. Once marked as complex, a case is shunted into limbo. Human review minimized, delay functioning as denial. Complexity becomes not a reason for care, but a pretext for erasure. Predictive profiling amplifies bias under the cover of neutrality. Trained on past enforcement data steeped in racial, religious, and national prejudice, these systems learn to see non-white migrants as threats. An applicant's name, nationality, or language becomes a proxy for risk. Each denial reinforces the pattern, feeding back into the algorithm until suspicion becomes self-fulfilling. Document verification, too, becomes a weapon. AI tools trained to detect fraud instead become hypersensitive filters, treating any inconsistency, no matter how trivial, as evidence of deception. Refugees from collapsed states fleeing with imperfect papers face rejection not because their documents are fraudulent, but because the system is primed to doubt them. Western passports glide through. Those from Yemen, Sudan, or Afghanistan hit a wall of automated distrust. Ambiguity is not tolerated, it is punished. Automated decision systems, framed as impartial evaluators, treat uncertainty as grounds for denial. An incomplete form, a missing date, each triggers a rejection, often without explanation. There is no space to clarify, no chance to correct. Applicants are not judged, they are discarded. Even beyond the application process, AI-driven data integration systems turn life itself into risk. Immigration records fuse with law enforcement, employment, and public services, creating a surveillance net that breeds fear. Migrants withdraw from hospitals, schools, and legal aid, not because they are told to leave, but because being seen becomes dangerous. They disappear voluntarily, survival requiring invisibility. Together, these technologies form a closed machine designed to exclude. Every irregularity leads to rejection. Every safeguard is stripped away. Human officers become rubber stamps, their discretion replaced by the certainty that saying yes is a risk. The applicant is cut off entirely, unable to explain, unable to appeal, often unable to even understand why they were denied. Precision masks bias. Efficiency masks cruelty. Silence masks suffering. This is not simply a harsher system, it is a hidden one. The ultimate goal is not to deport everyone, it is to make people disappear without a trace. AI makes that goal possible. Resisting this future requires more than refining the algorithms. It demands defending the role of human judgment, narrative, and context. Complexity must call for review, not rejection. Ambiguity must prompt inquiry, not denial. Technology must serve fairness, not finality. Without these safeguards, AI will not merely harden the immigration system, it will render it invisible, and that is the true danger.